Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the series where you send in the comments what decks I should use, and I'll try to use them and edit them. And this person sent in a Evolution Skeleton Barrel and Evolution Wall Breakers, but I ended up using a Tesla with Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A, Wall Breakers, Guards, a Dark Goblin, Log, and Fireball. So what you want to do with this deck is play on defense primarily and try to send them Wall Breakers when you can. Maybe if you want to use Evolution Wall Breakers, go ahead and use that. But if there's some modifications you want to make, you can go ahead and do that too. But generally, we're going to keep sending that Skeleton Barrel. We pushed that Valkyrie back. Kind of a poor placement, I would have placed it a little bit higher with Valkyrie to stop that Skeleton Barrel. And now we get a Balloon and Lava Hound push. So we're just going to stack with that Evolution Tesla and Dark Goblin and use Fireball when we can. And we're going to distract that Inferno Dragon with the Skeleton Barrel Evolution and try to pull most of those pups away. And that actually splashes those minions as well, which is awesome. And we're going to use those Wall Breakers to distract. They used Vines and the Dark Goblin, so we're going to try again with the Wall Breakers to push and protect. And then we're going to Fireball that Balloon there. And, that Tesla was distracted on that Miner. It was actually a really good placement. Again, we pressure with the Skeleton Barrel and we use Guards. And we're rolling in with the Wall Breakers and we end up hitting. This deck actually is doing really good. And if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure that you subscribe and like the video and let me know what kind of deck you want me to use and if you want me to edit it for you. And we're going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit to show you guys an overtime. It was a lot of pressure, to be honest, and we tried defending our best. Those Guards are really good at stopping that Inferno Dragon. And we splash with the Tesla. We're going to try to pull out that Valkyrie with that Dark Goblin so we can send in our Wall Breakers and Skeleton Barrel. And we get some amazing chip damage. And that's pretty much going to wrap this video up. Because we're going to definitely get those Wall Breakers in because he keeps dropping that Lava Hound in our base. So we're going to go with the Wall Breakers and Skeleton Barrel again and win the match. If you guys again enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Hope to see your comment. The Lay says, please help me improve, man. I love your videos. They want me to use Little Prince, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Dark Prince, Evo Archers, Skarmy, Ram Rider, Goblin Barrel, and Log. So if you guys want me to fix you next, comment your deck down below, and I'll try to help you in the next video. We keep on sending Goblin Barrel. We actually got a little bit of damage there. We defended Miner with the Dark Prince. We tried again sending that, Goblin Barrel, and we continue to send that Goblin Barrel over and over. And they keep using that Royal Delivery. Generally, I found out with this deck, you want to use Ram Rider and Dark Prince to try to make pushes, especially if they have like a building like Tesla here. You can see that Dark Prince and Ram Rider do really good together trying to, take some damage on their tower because you can wipe out that building faster. The better chances of Ram Rider hitting their tower increases. And we keep on putting pressure with that Evolution Skeleton Army. If you have other evolutions, go ahead and put them in place. But here are the changes I make. I make Hog Rider instead of Ram Rider. I use Firecracker instead of Archers. And Arrows instead of Log. So this is what I think you should improve on. And as you can tell, we get a freaking Hog Rider already doing a lot of damage to their tower because they set that late Goblin Barrel. And they drop their Elite Barbarians. We team up with Little Prince, Dark Prince, and Skeleton Army on the Elite Barbarians. And then we pressure also with the Goblin Barrel. Some incredible Dark Prince damage there, and we use the Little Prince ability to stack up on them. And we take the tower from them. And they end up pushing with a giant skeleton. And they did a little bit of damage, knocking me down to 996. But we make up for that mistake by dropping Skeleton Army over there on the left. And obviously we usually wanted to use the Skeleton Army for the Elite Barbarians, but that Hog Rider pulled them. But overall, I think this deck is really good, and I think the improvements that I made here are gonna, really help you maybe even move up further. And, if you have any adjustments that you want to make, go ahead and change them the way you like. And if you like the deck you're using, keep using the deck you like. As long as you're winning trophies and winning, that's what I say that counts. But make sure you're playing primarily on defense and make your win conditions attack when you can. This subscriber's deck wins, but I rebuilt it to win easier. This works, but one mistake loses the game. I kept the same win conditions, but I ended up fixing the support. Having knight and cannon allows you to survive mistakes when you make them. Comment your deck and I will rebuild it next.
Viewer sent me a deck with no win condition.
Hey Twin, I got a deck for you. I don't have Evolution Royal Ghost, so I ended up using Bomber instead, and there's no win condition on this deck, so we're going to go ahead and try to win with it. We end up actually getting a little bit of chip damage with the Bomber right here, and we zapped the Skarmy for the mini P.E.K.K.A just to even get into the base and hit it, and we had 84 health and we defended an Elixir Golem, and it was pretty crazy, you know?
It won, but it wasn't reliable.
I ended up changing Zap for bats, and I ended up changing Bomber for wall breakers. And it actually worked pretty well. We did a split with the wall breakers here, and we had the Ghost getting literally a bunch of damage, and we just defended a Sparky, and we ended up pushing with wall breakers twice and a Royal Ghost. So if you guys want your deck modified, leave a comment down below, and I'll get to you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe. Use this deck if you want to climb in Trophy Road. If you don't have the same evolutions, swap for other ones. There's 3 other evolutions. Make sure you're dropping the mortar at bridge with a cannon cart, and maybe push the opposite lane with a skeleton barrel, and make sure you utilize that Skeleton King to absorb skeletons. And if you use it in combination with bats, it's actually really crazy. We do a lot of damage here. They missed their freaking barbarian barrel. We about taken their whole tower, and we ended up defending with Skarmy against Royal Hogs. You could do that against anything like giants or big P.E.K.K.A, anything that doesn't do splash damage. And we're getting our Skeleton King's ability charged up really well here. I got this recommendation from somebody in my clan, and they said this deck was the best that they use in Trophy Road. And if you guys have any decks that you find that are like really good and you enjoy this video series, you know, make sure you're commenting down below and letting me know what decks you use, and I'll put you in my next video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as I'll have more content for you and more ways to teach you how to play Clash Royale. But as always, have a wonderful day. A Clash Royale user sent me a deck, and I'm using it exactly as is. Here's the full deck, no changes. Defense has to be clean here with no mistakes. And we defend this big P.E.K.K.A. luckily. Watch this hole that stops the big P.E.K.K.A. and keeps us alive. If you want me to run your deck, comment it down below, and like and subscribe to the channel. You get a little bit of chip damage here, and that wins the match, and that's what we need. And Mega Knight, and we end up defending against the Mega Knight now. And I mean, it's been a close match the last 2 times. I mean, big P.E.K.K.A. and Mega Knight is usually hard place to go against, but we had a great Valkyrie right there and just stopped the Princess and drawn back the other Valkyrie on their side. And we end up making another stop. Defense is a big thing, and we end up winning out with a mini P.E.K.K.A. play, and we end up killing this Mega Knight. If you guys enjoyed the video, give this a like. Fun fact for you, did you know Skeleton King didn't come out almost until 6 years later on October 27th in 2021? Use this deck if you want to win matches. This commenter actually sent in this deck on my series where you send in a deck and I actually play it and try to improve it. So if you got any decks, put them down below. You got Dark Goblin going insane. He ends up taking out the Inferno Dragon and actually takes the towers out too. So make sure that you're using him and utilizing him in order to be able to take towers and do a lot of damage. And this deck is actually real versatile. It has really good defense because it's got cannon, and you got ghosts to keep on sending into their base, which because they have to respond to it generally. Sometimes they don't, but you know, if you use Royal Recruits in combination with the Skeleton King, it's just absolutely just versatile. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel and comment your deck down below. A Clash Royale user sent me a deck down in the comments, and I'm using it exactly as is, and it's a log bait deck. So you guess it, you gotta bait out these logs, and we end up doing it twice with a Goblin Barrel. I would say this deck is really good on defense, and it's really good on offense, especially at stopping those pesky Boss Bandit decks. And there we go with Larry going in and taking the base for us, and we have another 4 Larrys going in to help finish it up. And this Knight defense was crazy. If you guys want me to play your decks, comment down below, give this video a like, and subscribe to the channel. using decks that my subscribers use, and leave down in the comments. We have a Ram Rider deck here today, and we have a lovely combination push with these archers and this Firecracker and Ram Rider, and we end up doing a lot of damage to the tower. And with this next play, Mini P.E.K.K.A just stops the Archer Queen and partially takes out a Wall Breaker. We have the Witch to clean up the Miner in the back. Now we have a counter push set up and just one-shot the Goblin Hut. Firecracker just stops Larry's a little bit, and Ram Rider takes out the rest. And I'd give this deck a solid rating. If you want me to use your deck, comment it down below, subscribe to the channel.